Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how I make this concrete ball. It's really easy, and all I did was go to Big Lots and I bought these nesting balls of mixing balls, and they were really cheap. I think they're a set of 8, and they go from this size to the small one. So I've made this one, this little bitty one with the small size, or this is the largest that you can make with this set. And all you do is, and I'll show you in detail, but all you do is, I got some cheap mineral oil from dollar store, and you oil the inside of the bowl really well. You oil the outside of this bowl, the smaller bowl, and then when you put your concrete in, you just nest them together, just so that you're making about, it's about 3/4 of an inch to about an inch thick bowl. And then what I did also to make a drain hole is I took a wine cork and I cut it down just a little bit, and I super glued it to the bottom of the large bowl. And so when it comes out, sometimes it works, a lot of the times it does. You'll have a drain hole already cut and you don't have to worry about that. I've made several of these. I've made some for my mom. We put succulents in hers, and I've made some for some other friends, and it's really fun to do. I've also made a bowl where I put the terracotta color in the concrete, and I think I'm going to do that today and just see how it turns out. I have 2 buckets, one to put the concrete mix in and the other has some water in it. And I have the concrete mix. This is Quikrete. It's the one with the gray label, and it says high strength concrete mix. And that's what I use. And I've almost used the whole bag. First I'm gonna put on some gloves because this concrete mix is really dry, and if you get it on your hands, it's really irritating. So I usually just use gloves. So we don't wanna breathe the dust. So when you scoop it out, just very carefully scoop it and then pour it into the bucket very slowly so that you don't create a lot of dust. I'm just going to use one of the smaller mixing bowls that came with my set. I don't do exact measurements. I just guess at what will go in the larger bowl and how much will fit in there. And when I add the water, I do the same. I just add the water until it looks like it's the right consistency. Okay, that looks about right to me. Now I'm gonna add some water, and what I'll do is just stir it and add a little bit of water at a time. Just wait until I think it's the right consistency, and I'll show you that. Now we can add the color. This is terracotta, and it's actually a Quikrete brand product. I have about half the bottle left, and I'm going to go ahead and use all of it because last time I tried, it wasn't very dark, so I'm going to add a lot more color this time and see what happens. And we just stir it up. It's really hard to see the color in this orange bucket. There you can see the color of it. Now we're going to slather it with mineral oil. So we do the inside of the large bowl. And I use a lot. Do it all the way to the top. Now we want to do the bottom of the smaller bowl. While we were oiling the bowls, this sat here for a few minutes and it got a little bit thicker, which is a good thing. I just wanted to show you the consistency of it right before I pour it in the bowl. I'm gonna carefully pour this in the bowl. Try to scoop down in the bucket to get all the rocks and sand. We're going to put just enough so that this bowl can rest down in here. The goal is to press the bowl down so that you can feel that cork, but that it's not spilling over the edge. And that's just about right. Actually a little spilled over. I put some concrete mix in the smaller bowl and I'll try to get it all centered. And it's not quite enough, so I'm going to use this brick. Okay, that's about perfect. You want to make sure the thickness is the same around the entire bowl. It looks pretty close to me. Okay, we want to leave this for about 24 hours, let it dry. Make sure you have it in a really level area and just leave it for about 24 hours, and then we're going to come back and unmold it and see what it looks like. It's actually been a few days. We're going to take this apart and unmold it and see what it looks like. Let's see if I can get it out. Oh, there it is. There we go. Drain hole. It didn't go all the way through. I'll see if I can't get a drill and just finish it. But we need to let it dry. Let it sit out and keep drying. It's got a few little cracks, but I think it's fine. I'm just going to put some succulents in this and just some dirt, and so it'll be fine. I think the cracks are there because it's been so hot. I'm gonna go ahead and get a drill and see if I can't get that hole to go all the way through. Well, I didn't need to even drill it. I just barely touched it. So that worked out. It must have been just a really thin layer there. So this came out really easy. I put mineral oil all in the bowl, really heavy, you can still see it in there. And I applied it to the bottom of this bowl, and it works every time. I'm just gonna let this sit out here for a few days and dry a little bit more before I plant anything in it. And then I'll go pick out some succulents to plant in here when it gets a little bit more dry. Our bowl has been sitting for a couple of days and it's really gotten dry. And I just love the color, I love the shape of it, and I really love that there is a drain hole already in it, so I don't have to drill it or worry about that. Yesterday I went to Home Depot and I picked out some succulents that I thought would look really cute in it. So we're gonna go ahead and get those potted up. I've got my cactus potting mix. I'm just gonna add a little to the bowl first. I think what I'm gonna do is go ahead and add this big one. This Escoveria. I'm gonna take some of the dirt off of it so I can fit down in here in this shallow bowl. Kind of want it to stand up just a little. And this is a Shooting Stars sedum. I just thought the red color would go really well with this terracotta. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up some of these dried leaves, spent leaves on the bottom. This is a rainbow elephant bush. I love these, they look like little palm trees. I'm just trying to get all the soil off of these, kind of clean it up a little bit. I've got some that's really stuck in the middle of this, so let's try to get a toothpick, carefully eat it out. I'm gonna water it by using this squeeze water bottle. I got it on Amazon. It's perfect for watering succulents. You can get it exactly where you want it. I'm gonna water it really good this time since the soil was so dry. And these succulents were very dry when I got them at Home Depot. I'll link this water bottle below. It's a good idea to not overhead water your succulents. You don't want water getting down in the center. It could rot the plant. This thing works really well. Isn't this so cute? I love it. I love the color. I'm gonna put it on my porch and enjoy it for the rest of the summer, and then I'll just bring it in the house. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you'll try to make your own concrete bowl. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next one.